Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with
Mike Lansing Fitness.
And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. You know what? I think E2 Blue's contagious. I don't know what it is, but every time lately I have to do something with E2, it ends up being I show up late.
Blame that on me again.
Well, I'm not going to blame it completely.
It is.
But I couldn't listen. I was late to the birthday party last weekend, and you were in California.
Well, this one you can blame on me.
You know, I pulled in. I was trying to be there on time, but I E2 Blue'd it. He gonna be mad. But anyway, I've got to take care of another leak situation for my man E2. I think he got a bathtub that's needs to be recaulked or something, but we'll see what it is. But anyway, Antonio Brown. Does anybody else think that this is made for TV drama?
I mean, aren't they on Hard Knocks?
Yeah. You know, thank you, Michael. They're exactly on Hard Knocks.
Isn't this the same thing as the Zeke Elliott situation when we were on the other TV show?
All or Nothing?
Yeah, All or Nothing.
You know,
that's what they said.
I didn't put that one in there.
And the Des Bryant situation, too, because they're talking about that All or Nothing.
Yeah, you know, because okay, hold it. Let's think about this now.
I'm just saying, though.
I mean, no, I agree with you 100%, because right now, you know, everybody and their sister like, oh, I can't wait to see Hard Knocks now.
That's right.
You know, Antonio Brown talking about retiring. Oh my goodness. You know, what's John Gruden gonna say? You know, they spent $50 million and gave up a 3rd to 5th round draft pick, and now he's like, you know, he's talking about retiring, about the new helmet. I mean, does that even sound okay? You know what? I'm sorry. There's a lot of reasons that you can figure out to retire from football, okay? I mean, I can see a lot of, you know what? I don't like my offensive coordinator. My quarterback sucks. You know what? Maybe I just don't like being here. You know what? I'm just tired of playing. But to say that you're going to retire because you can't use your old helmet, that's the reason that you give? Come on. Come on, really? To me, this seems like, you know, this is kind of made for TV, because I can guarantee you that the ratings would go through the roof. Because, you know, as dysfunctional as the Raiders already were, I mean, think about it. You know, they signed Incognito, you know, who's a little crazy right there, combustible. Of course, you know, you got Chucky, John Gruden there, and Mike Mayock, you know, coming out of the booth, one of the talking heads. And you know, you get Antonio Brown, and, you know, you see this Instagram post this morning that he puts out there. If I'm gonna leave, will y'all still love me? Yeah. You know, as they always say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Whether they're watching you because they love you or they hate you, as long as they're watching you, is all that matters. And I can guarantee you that people will be watching the Raiders more than anybody else in the history of Hard Knocks because of Antonio Brown. But what do I know? I'm going to work on a Saturday, and I'm late. What you looking forward to tonight, man, on the game?
Just to see football.
Just to see football. Any football. All right.
Well, I'm really looking forward to not on the team anymore, so.
You don't have a team anymore?
I say not on the team anymore.
Who? Oh, Rico? Yeah, how did you feel when they released Rico, when you first heard? Were you mad?
No.
Did you throw anything? Did you tear up?
I couldn't throw anything like my sister's house. She'll kick me out.
You could have gone outside on the streets of LA. People would have just ignored you because they're just another crazy somebody.
No. At some point, you got to accept it.
Well, so far, he hasn't signed with anybody.
Well, yeah, he already has
his rap music.
Yeah, his rap.
Yeah.
So he's okay.
He made a little bit of change too, playing football.
That's right.
I mean, for 3 years.
I mean, he has his own record recording company, so
he got
label,
seed
so
money.
he's got
hopefully he held on to his money, and he's going to use that to start his his career. I ain't mad at him. You got to look at football because it's not like a career that's going to be there till 60 and 65. You got to look at it as a stepping stone for the rest of my life. You need to use it to get that education in college. You need to use it to get that experience if you're going to be a broadcaster. You use that to get that money to put away so that way you can live comfortably. But I don't think a lot of the players necessarily look at it that way, and I think a lot of them aren't prepared for life after football. And you got to realize that your time is short. As great as Zeke Elliott is, the numbers say 6-7 years, pretty much your career is just about done as a running back. So that's where he's trying to hold out and get that money and get paid.
Yeah, but he's not doing anything off the field to promote his brand or his career.
Well, that's the problem for Zeke is he has hurt his brand over the years because of everything.
Even though you don't like Dan Prescott doing those commercials, he's still working on his brand outside of football.
Well, he is true, and he's also because he's not getting paid. He didn't.
Too.
I mean, granted, $600,000 a year would be great for me. I'd love to make that for a couple of years and be in great shape. But it's a different world when you're talking about being an NFL player and everything else. When Miss Jackie sent me a link for when they were out in California working out, Dak paid for this 5-star hotel for the players to stay there while they were working out in California and stuff. That money's coming out of his pocket. That's not being paid for by the team and things. And you got to look at the agents getting paid and everything else, and your expenses of doing this, that, and the other. When your charities out there, when you're out doing, going to a camp and stuff, those are all expenses that you got to pay. Now, don't get me wrong, that's more money than I'll ever make. But you have to also look at it as too that, if your career is 2 or 3 years and this is all you're able to do for the rest of your life, it's actually not that much earnings when you think about, where we're working until we're 60, 65 years old. And people are like, yeah, you're trying to have sympathy for players that are getting millions. Well, the reality is not all of them are getting millions. So anyway, I'm happy we don't have Antonio Brown. Because that's some crazy stuff. Like I said, that alone, with what Amari Cooper did for our team, basically saving our season, I think AB is going to be the bomb that implodes the Raiders season. All right, we'll see you guys tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern, while we're watching the Dallas Cowboys on the field.